This is your life raft. It's a simple fiberglass case that contains almost everything you need to survive if you have to abandon ship, and maximises your chance of rescue. One important thing to remember as you watch this programme is that we're shooting in relatively good weather, but if you ever have to use your life raft, the conditions will be much worse. So it's important that you familiarise yourself with all the vessel's emergency equipment and have regular drills so that when you are called upon to use any of it, you aren't struggling to understand how it works when you're cold, wet and under stress. The life raft is sealed in this fiberglass container which protects it from the elements, and it should be secured and stowed where it can be quickly removed by hand. Ian, talk us through the deployment process.
The first thing to remember is that if you do have to deploy the life raft, make sure that the sea is clear of people or any debris such as rocks. This is the painter which is secured to the hydrostatic release unit. That should never be removed. Always keep that secured. The other end of that painter's secured to the release mechanism on the CO2 bottle inside the life raft. Once you've actually double checked that this is secure, then you can release this slip here and lift the life raft out from the cradle to the point where you're going to throw it into the sea. If you've got time, double check that the painter is secured to the HRU, double check that the sea is free of people or debris, and then you can deploy the life raft. Pull the painter until you feel resistance, and then give it a good sharp tug to operate the inflation mechanism. You'll then see the tubes and the canopy of the life raft inflate. You may hear a whistling sound, but don't worry about that. It's just excess gas escaping.
If you don't have time to deploy the life raft by hand, don't panic. Most modern life rafts are fitted with a hydrostatic release unit, or HRU. This will automatically release the life raft when activated. If the vessel sinks to a depth of 1.5 metres or more, the HRU activates, allowing the container to float to the surface. When the painter becomes taut under the pressure from the pull of the rising container and the sinking vessel, the container's gas cylinder is inflated. As the vessel continues to sink, the weak link built into the HRU will break, releasing the life raft. It's therefore very important that the unit is stowed well clear of obstructions which could prevent successful deployment. Also, ensure you fit it according to manufacturer's guidelines. One thing many vessels have ready is a grab bag. This is a small waterproof holdall containing things like the EPIRB and VHF radio, which we'll talk about later, as well as anything else you think will come in handy in the life raft. It's a good idea to keep this somewhere like the wheelhouse so anyone can grab it in an emergency.